The 100 days challenge in 60 seconds was way too easy. After a few tries of getting the rust off me, I was beating that thing like a drum, but we are going to see if we can get to 200 days in 2023. All jokes aside though, this was the last video that I made of 2022, December 31st, 2022. It was a 60 seconds video and my dog Sakura's health was declining around that point, and it was a really weird time for me because recording the videos was kind of an escape for me while I was dealing with the reality that my dog wasn't doing so well. So I think this is like the first time I jump back into this game in 2023. So just seeing it kind of makes me feel some type of way, but I am going to get to 200 days. I'm gonna do it for her. I'm gonna do it for Sakura. So if you guys cool with that, you down with that? Everybody get ready and buckle up, because here we go. My memory's kind of fuzzy on the strategy that I did to get to 200 days, but I think what I probably did was got a bunch of food, and then I killed off my family very, very slowly. And I know that sounds really messed up, because it is, because I let the kids die first. But let me make sure I get all of the food and the water in this bitch. There you go. Gotta get that gun, son, just in case a raider wanna act up. Let me also get that axe. I'm not axing you twice. And the radio so I can listen to those tunes. Ba-boom. And where's Timmy? Where's good old Timmy? Stop drawing that ugly-ass drawing. I didn't know how clutch the... Wait, hold on. I was talking way too freaking much, and the time passed. But let the 200 days challenge in 2023 begin. Anyway, back to business. It is day one. I have an extra padlock, a first aid kit, and a map so I can see where I'm going. And we are not going to send anybody out yet. Yeah, I just gotta get my feet wet, everybody. Just gotta shake that rust off like a dog with a dingleberry on its booty cheek. And we are going to make it to 200 days. I don't care. I don't care how long this is gonna take me, but we are gonna prepare to scavenge. I'm sending out one of the kids because, like I said when I was scavenging, one of those kids gotta go, honestly. And I don't know if that's bad parenting 101, but you know what? It's my life. It's my life and I'm sticking to it. So we are gonna send out Timmy because I'm kind of hoping that Mary Jane will turn into Mutant Mary Jane, because if she does, that's gonna increase the likelihood that I'm getting to 200 by 1,000,000 times. I'm not a mathematician, but I think the math is mathing. There isn't a lot of space down here, and we can smell everything. When one of the wall bricks got loose today and revealed a hole, we felt pretty sick. It's the smell coming from the hole. It's terrible. Should we investigate and remove the source of this stench? If you're trying to make it to 200 days, don't worry about those glory holes. Just let them be. Let them do its thing. But if you're trying to be risky, then by all means, see what's in that hole. See what's in that stinky hole. But it's day 5, so I need to feed them. Mary Jane has been dropping hints that it's her special day for her today. We had to think about it hard. And after eliminating your average festivities, the anniversary of that great barbecue we had 3 years ago, an International Popcorn Day? Like, really? That's all you can do in a town like that? International Popcorn Day? We realized she was talking about her birthday. That means we need to get her a gift. If it's between these two first 8 items, no. You're going to bed hungry tonight. Day 8. After all the days we spent down here, we're not exactly clean. No, you think? 8 days of unwiped ass and you don't think that you're gonna stink a little? We smell bad. Real bad. It didn't bother us until we noticed it, and now we're about to get sick. So why not take a shower? We don't have soap, but there are other alternatives to consider. So I'm guessing we just pass around the gas mask like a good blunt, because for some reason, the gas mask isn't going to eliminate the smell. Timmy's back though, and he's really sad about it, but he brought back 2 waters, 2 foods, bullets, and that's about it. All right, so we are gonna prepare to scavenge. As long as we have food and water, you can stay locked in, but we'll have to leave eventually. Eventually, but not right now. We still have about, what, 190 days left? So like I said, everybody, I'm trying to get Mutant Mary Jane, and I don't want to send her out yet because the scenario is so random to get Mutant Mary Jane that I'm going to send out one of the parents. I feel like within the first couple days, the raiders don't actually follow you back home. That's when you get the bandits coming and coming and coming, is when you actually keep scavenging. It's gonna say in the notes that somebody followed you home. That's a little tip. The other day we heard a quiet knock on our door, but when we opened, we only found a suitcase on the doorstep and there was no one around. It isn't signed, but it sure looks like it's meant for us. Should we check what's inside? Hell no. But yeah, like I said, I think if you investigate 3 times in a row, back to back to back, it'll say in the notes that a raider or something, like a bandit, followed you home, and now they can pinpoint your location of where your shelter is, and they won't stop attacking it. Timmy is bored out of his mind, and he won't leave Ted alone. First, he wanted to play tag. Now it's hide and seek, which are both terrible ideas for a small shelter like this. Ted is in a bad mood and just wants to be left alone, but Timmy isn't giving up. How about charades? How about you just disappear, like a magician type shit? Ted could not be convinced to play anything, so Timmy decided to train his hide-and-seek skills by himself. He should hide and never be found, because he's gonna disappear real soon when I don't feed him. While looking for the best place to hide, he stumbled upon some misplaced supplies. Thank you, Timmy. I appreciate that. It's high time we stopped wondering about what's going on and started asking questions, or at least listen to some reasonable answers. So how about tuning to a radio station and learning a thing or two about the brave new world? I think that's the scenario where we learn that there's no fallout outside. So hopefully we don't need gas masks anymore. And yeah, the fallout outside is gone. It should be much safer to travel on the surface now. I'm only gonna travel one more time, everybody, because the raiders are gonna be on my ass like stink. We had thought phone calls were a thing of the past. I'm not gonna answer the phone because I am not trying to get an ending. Like, the only reason you would answer the phone is to try to get that twin ending. But we are going to be here for a long ass time. There's definitely gonna be some stinky buttholes in this shelter. We didn't think we would get a chance to increase our food supply by simply playing a card game, but that's what we were offered by a man who knocked on our door today. 2 cans of food. We win, we get his 2 cans. We lose, we give him our 2 cans. Are we gonna do it? You might have to take a gamble, everybody, if you want to make it to 200 days. We have 9 1/4 of the food supply. We could get 11, but we could also make it go down to 7. Let's see. I'm crossing my fingers, everybody. Please tell me. We got it, and someone is very serious about banging on the hatch. We are scared to open it, but it might be some good news, right? We would gladly welcome any friendly face, even if it was our neighbor, Ned. We're pretty sure that if there was any reason why our town got bombed, he would be that reason. Shall we open? Nope. Nope. Unless it's Dolores, and she can just come in, just like she did just now, it's not gonna be anybody else. Because the only other people that you can get into your bunker are Pancake and Sheriko the cat. She brought back the gas mask, 1 soup, 2 waters, and that's all, folks. So let's give her some of that. Prepare to scavenge. And what's that? Did the radio static just stop for a moment? Let's try tuning in on that signal. Fook no. Why is Mary Jane crazy? Why did she go nuts? We're sending out Timmy one more time. Hopefully we don't get the note that the raiders are coming to get us. Or maybe he's just gonna get lost. And then it'll be a win-win situation. So let's feed everybody. Yesterday, during charades, we learned that Mary Jane doesn't know how to spell anti-destablishmentarianism. And it has left Dolores sorely disappointed. She insists on home, or rather shelter schooling Mary Jane a little. I think that if she learns something, she's gonna repair an item that broke, but nothing broke, so I don't think that she's gonna fix anything. She's a little less crazy today, though, so that's good. I appreciate that. I respect that. Our patience is wearing thin. We thought it would be a good idea to take a quick look outside to see if there's any trouble in the area. A pair of animal eyes flashed in the darkness, and their owner started growling in a most terrifying way. We had only moments to decide what to do. I wasn't gonna get Pancake in the bunker anyway, but I don't even have a flashlight. That's the only scenario that you can do to get Pancake to go into the bunker, is shining the flashlight. If you use the gun, I think that you shoot at the dog, and then it runs away forever. And then obviously if you use the bug spray, it's gonna do the same thing. On our way back from the last expedition, we noticed some drawings on a half-ruined wall nearby. It was a very crude map of our town, and one place was marked with an X. Maybe it's someone's secret stash of soup. Shall we go check? Ted can do that. He hasn't done shit this whole time. I mean, Mary Jane hasn't either. All she's done is do the bird motion with her freaking arms. But Ted needs to do something. He got a flashlight. Thanks. I'm 1 day too late for Pancake, but thanks. Why is Ted crazy? Ted has gone crazy. No explanation. This game said, fuck you, Jay. He just went crazy. That's it. We might be safe inside these walls, but there are other problems to consider. None of us can sleep properly. We have to deal with this as soon as possible. Otherwise, we might end up falling asleep in the face of real danger, like saucermen from Mars! I'll take my chances. I will. I don't believe in aliens, so I'll take my chances. That's a lie, though. I do believe in aliens. I feel like there's a being in the universe that's way more sophisticated than us. Especially me. Because my whole instincts kick in all the time, so there's something definitely more sophisticated than me. A sleazy-looking trader carrying an equally scruffy bag. If I get the cat in here, the cat is just gonna mess shit up. So I definitely don't want that to happen. But Timmy's back, and he grew his afro, so that's good. And he brought back 2 soup, 2 water, and that's it. I think I'm good. Wait. We have to see if the raider people followed us. Hold on. Our grandparents always told us to never buy anything. Oh, no, that's not it. We were afraid of Timmy. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us. Our house is in ruins. We still haven't paid the mortgage. No need to worry about that now, is there? I'm pretty sure the people who you have to pay the mortgage to are dead. And let's see. The only recognizable furniture in the kids' room were burned desks and Mary Jane's bed. There was a hidden stash under the bed. It was full of soup cans. So I don't think that the raiders actually saw us, so I'm not gonna send anybody out anymore. But there's a green puddle scenario. I think this could turn Mary Jane into a mutant. It says, oh dear, a pipe is leaking green goo. That's not good. That's not good at all. We need to act now, and no one packed a mop. What do? We just wait. We just wait for mutant Mary Jane to come through. Come on, drum roll, please. Okay, what happened? We couldn't figure it out, so we just assumed that's what a regular pipe would do in the event of a nuclear apocalypse, and decided to ignore it. We've been feeling a bit funny lately, though. Probably no connection to the pipe. None whatsoever. Hold on. Maybe we're onto something. We got this. We were admiring the radioactive landscape when we saw a young woman dressed in ragged camo clothing. She had a nasty-looking rifle, but she hailed us in a polite enough manner. She claims to be a hunter tracking a big, mutated spider. She ran out of ammo and told us that if we were able to help her out, she would pay us back in a while. I think the way that she pays you back is she actually gets rid of some bandits when they attack your bunker and there's no hope for you. I think that's what it is. But I could be wrong. But I know that she helps you out on the radio. Oh, I think she gives you like supplies or something. I don't know. But we have to say bye to Timmy, everybody. We have to say sayonara, mother sucker, to Timmy. If there's anyone who can rescue us, nobody's rescuing us. I'm saying bye to him so we can just have a little bit more soup and water for the rest of the gang. But yeah, Timmy's gone. Good luck, Timmy. You've always been the best, Timmy. Day 31. One thing you don't expect is a band of people all dressed in green clothing showing up at your doorstep and claiming they take from the rich and give to the poor. That's exactly what happened to us. Should we let those clowns in? They might provide some quality entertainment. You got me messed up, everybody. The green pajama people, those people scarred me for life in 60 seconds. I don't remember what playthrough it was, but I let them in, and apparently they thought the shelter was so rich that they literally took every single thing in the shelter and messed up my whole playthrough. Ever since then, I don't trust anybody wearing green at all. But today we were visited by a strange-looking little man who introduced himself as a trader. He insisted his prices are so low that it's practically like cutting his own throat. The least we could do was take a look at his offer, although for some reason we don't really trust him. I obviously would rather have my padlock than the checkerboard, and the Boy Scout book for the medicine, nah. We felt that we should do something about our interior decoration. The feng shui is really off in our fallout shelter. While we were moving things around, we found a secret door. What's behind it? There's only one way to find out. There's a chance that there could be some soup or water behind it, so I'm gonna take that chance. I'm gonna my rifle, and let me see what we got over here. Nothing. We got nothing. Wow, that's a sick joke. Day 39. We could really use some more supplies. We counted all of them today, and the numbers did not make us happy. Time to do something about it. We know that a teacher from the local school managed to rescue a bunch of kids and lead them to a nearby building where they're relatively safe. And we could really use whatever they have. We could really use it, right? Yeah, right. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm evil. I'm evil at heart. But we got 4 bottles of water. I'd like to assume that we just asked for it nicely in that school, and that's all that happened. But yeah, I need to figure out between Mary Jane and Ted who I'm gonna let go. But I still have like this small glimmer of hope that Mary Jane can turn into Mutant Mary Jane, but we'll figure it out. A coded note was left on our doorstep. It's all symbols and numbers, some sort of cipher that will need to be cracked before we can read the letter. Dolores seems eager for this challenge. However, it's hard to tell how long this could take her, and it could prove to be a waste of her time. Should she keep herself busy with it? There's nothing else to do in this shelter. I mean, we have about 159 days left to survive. So she might as well crack that code, right? She already looks done with this shit. Like, she honestly looked like she's had enough. And Mary Jane is gone, ladies and gentlemen. It said that Mary Jane stood up and calmly announced that she's leaving for her weekly tuba lesson. She said she really needs to go, as she really doesn't want to upset her teacher. When we tried to remind her that both her teacher and her tuba are most probably gone, she just shook her head and called us crazy. Heartbroken, we watched her wave us goodbye and leave the bunker. We wish we could have helped her somehow. Well, you know what? I neglected to help the kids out, so it's my fault, everybody. Day 45. It took several days and a lot of silent cursing, but Dolores finally cracked the code. Impressive. The note contains detailed directions for some secret location nearby, but it also says Dolores must show up alone. She says she's willing to go, but we can't help wondering whether it's some sort of trap. Should she risk it? I've done that scenario many times. Dolores has never not come back. So if she doesn't, then this must be some new update because she's always come back. Every single time. And the sleazy trader is back, but we are not gonna give him anything. I think Dolores comes back with like a can of soup or something. And she's not crazy anymore. Ted's gone. Dolores came back looking relaxed and carrying extra supplies. The note was written by her dear old friend Peggy, who now inhabits a shelter together with other work colleagues of Dolores. So she gave us 2 soup. What happened to Ted? Ted could not resist the madness that was consuming him any longer. It seems that today, following the advice of his sock puppet, he left the bunker and went into an unknown direction, never to be seen again. We hope Ted and the cruel puppet that took him away from us will have lots of fun together. He really took advice from that puppet? He seriously took legal advice from a sock puppet. The trash can is full of empty soup cans, and that unmentionable bucket is overflowing. Both of them are attracting strangely glowing, suspiciously big insect wildlife. Roaches weren't that big before the war, were they? They sure weren't. So let's spray the holy ghost out of them, make sure we get them out of here. The end. I cannot believe that. I could not even get to 50 days. That is sad. Okay, so I just started a new scenario, and we got the spider scenario, aka the potential mutant Mary Jane scenario. It says, spiders seem to be operating. You know what? No one cares. No one cares about the words. We just want to see mutant Mary Jane, please. Let me see that big purple beast. Fuck! So it's day 52, everybody. I got the leaking pipe scenario again. I'm crossing my fingers, and I'm clenching my butt cheeks. Is day 53 the day? Let me know. It's not the day. But Ted is green, though. He's greener than the shit that I took this morning. I'm just gonna let him die. I don't even want to waste any more food. We were discussing plans for our first meal that didn't feature tomato soup when we heard yells outside. We discovered they came from a small group of ragged survivors. They can stay ragged. I'm not giving them any water or food. I'm selfish. I need to be selfish if I want to make it to day 200, all right? So Ted's gonna die. Dolores and Mary Jane, we're just gonna go team women all the way. So, yeah. The last thing we expected to hear while sitting in a fallout shelter was a trumpet. It was played by someone who was clearly not a trumpet player and who had probably never heard a trumpet player in his entire life. He came with a friend who knocked on the door and demanded that we let the merry men enter so they could take from the rich and give to the poor. Should we let them in? Wait, hold on. These are the give to the rich and take from the poor? Wait, what did I just say? Those are the people that were actually gonna rob me. So the people in the pajamas weren't actually the people that were gonna rob me. I got my robbers mixed up. That's my bad. We played a game of list the things you hate the most, and our neighbor's name came out for some reason. That reminded us that little weasel had a safe in his living room. We always wondered what's inside. Maybe now's the time to finally find out. But who will do the honors of stealing the possessions of our arch nemesis? Mary Jane, she's been taught well. She's been taught by the great Ted, so she's gonna go out there and hopefully bring back something good. She brought back sickness. Ted was sick before he died, and Mary Jane followed in his footsteps. I can't believe it, but we got the Boy Scout book, so yay, hooray. There isn't a lot of space down here, and we can smell everything. When one of the wall bricks got loose today and revealed the hole, we felt pretty sick. It's the smell coming from the hole. It's terrible. Should we investigate and remove the source of the stench? I've always wondered, what's the smell in that hole? Wait, Mary Jane left because I couldn't give her any water. Why do I keep forgetting to water the freaking family, dude? The end. I couldn't even make it to day 90, everybody. I made it to day 89 and I died. So here's the situation, everybody. We're 30 days in and I'm in a little bit of a fuck you wucky. I don't have enough water or food to feed 3 people right now. So what I'm gonna do, there's a small muddy pond in the park nearby. Too bad we forgot our fishing rod. Perhaps we could try to fish something out of the nasty water using the old suitcase. Well, don't mind if I do. Dolores went out to go do some kind of coffee run and everybody else needs food. And I gotta feed Dolores because I forgot to. We got a gas mask and we got 2 food, so that's good. Let me give Dolores some of the good stuff. And we can keep sitting on our backsides. Yes, we can. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. I started the Pancake scenario because I need that scenario where Pancake can give us either 4 cans of soup or 4 waters. I'm just waiting for it to pop up because we have no more water left to give. I hear him. That's it. That's the exact scenario I was talking about, everybody. So, I think that we have to show the map, right? Hold on. Is it the map or the axe? I think it's the axe. Please. The axe gives us 4 waters. The map gives us 4 food. Yes! We got 4 waters, baby! Thank you, Pancake. Oh, my lordy, that was so freaking clutch. We had no more waters, and Pancake saved us. I think I might bring Pancake in the bunker. Who's your good boy? Who's your good boy? Day 43. We could really use some more supplies. Say no more. We already know what kind of situation that is. Teacher, old people, neighbors. You know what? It doesn't even matter. All good reason to go get some supplies. We got a med kit. I will take that. I will take the Holy Ghost out of that. Time to make an executive decision, everybody. Ted has to die, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. He's been eating the food and drinking the water and not providing anything. I'm so sick of looking at his face and his fake-ass wig, and I just want him to die. Pancake seems eager to run outside for a while. Maybe he will bring back something interesting. Maybe, baby. Go ahead. Go run to your heart's content. Please bring back at least a 4-pack of waters. He brought back 1 water. Who's your good boy? So it's day 54. And the last time we went out on an expedition, we noticed an abandoned tank just sitting there out in the open. It looks damaged, but it may contain useful supplies. Shall we send someone to investigate? I have a bad feeling about this, but I'm gonna send Mary Jane, and hopefully nothing happens. And judging by the lack of sound, nothing happened for sure. What did we get though? We got nothing. We got nothing, but at least our daughter came back, so that's all that matters. And we are not gonna do that scenario. That's an army scenario where you have to put some cards somewhere so you can get the army's attention, but we don't want to do all that. A stranger pushing a rusty wheelbarrow filled with all kinds of goods stopped by today. He claimed he's a trader looking to barter for items he requires. He offers 1 water for the cards, 1 water for the bug spray, 2 waters for the Boy Scout book, and 1 water in exchange for the flashlight. I think I'm going to take the flashlight for the water. Or I'm gonna take the water for the flashlight. You all know what I meant, come on now. Because we need all the water we can get. Because we're running low. I don't know what scenarios are gonna pop up where we can get new water. So I'm just trying to get as much as I can. And Pancake has been barking and barking for hours. Pancake is actually clutch with getting either soup or water. So I'm expecting Pancake to come back with at least one of those things every now and then. He came back with the flashlight. He probably bit the trader in the ass and got the flashlight back for us. He probably thought the trader guy was stealing from us, and he got the flashlight back. So who's your good boy? Who's your really, really good boy? Day 62. We had a chance to meet the strangest person today. He looked just like a human, except with triple the amount of hands necessary. We listened to his story about a group of folks just like him who are having a hard time scavenging supplies because of their appearance. People shoot first and ask questions later. He offered us a deal. If we share some of our supplies with them, they will help us on our next expedition and make sure we're safe. So we have 4 1/4 of water, and we have 2 1/4 of the soup. But this is actually a very clutch scenario because they're gonna make sure that we come back and we don't die. So obviously I'm gonna take their help. But the question is, when am I gonna send them out? Because the reason why nobody's attacking us right now is because I've only scavenged twice. I think if we do 3 or more, then the raiders follow us back to our shelter, and that's when they start attacking. So I'm only not going out as part of that strategy, not to get attacked by raiders. So I don't know when to use that scenario. I guess I'll use it when I'm on my last legs and I need to get back to the shelter, but I need supplies. And another salesman paid us a visit today. They offer 1 soup for the cards. They offer 1 water for the checkerboard. Offer 2 soup for the gas mask. I think I should take that. Actually, but I need the gas mask because as you go up in the days, I think the showering scenario comes more frequently, so you need the gas mask in order to not get sick. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to get a can of soup for the cards because I need to have an even amount of soup and water. And since we had more water than soup, I felt like that was the best choice, I think. What do you all think? I think that was the best choice, honestly. And now I have to give Pancake the soup. Because if you don't give Pancake the soup, he gets aggressive and he only gives you one more chance to give him soup. And then he just leaves the bunker forever. And then you have no more Pancake. So I kind of just got that soup for no reason. But you know what? We love Pancake. Pancake is a good boy, confirmed. This is bad, everybody. Pancake wants to go outside. We're just gonna let him run around to his heart's content. Can you at least bring like 2 cans of soup in your mouth, Pancake? Because one is not cutting it no more. Didn't even bring back shit. Whatever. Mary Jane insists she doesn't feel complete without her musical instrument. If she hit it well, maybe her tuba is still safe somewhere in the ruins of the house. She wants to go above and start walking around. We're just gonna let her do it. Because maybe she'll get bit by a radioactive spider and maybe she's gonna turn to me with Mary Jane. Please! I just need something, I'm desperate! But we look closely at our map, we notice someone had written a set of mysterious directions in one of the corners. Will it lead to some kind of treasure? It might be worth sending someone to find out. Dolores, you got this? Pancake, you are the man of the house. You are gonna watch everything until we get back. Please bring back good shit. I think we brought back soup. Yes, 2 soups! And Mary Jane came back and I think that she's good, so let's give them that. And we opened the bunker door this morning to let in some radioactive air. There's a suitcase, a new thank you. Day 76. We were admiring the radioactive landscape when we saw a young woman dressed in ragged camo clothing. She had a nasty looking rifle. This is the person that's asking for the ammo, and then she's going to pay us back in the future. I think that she's gonna give us supplies. So I think that was a clutch scenario for us to have. But we're kind of almost there, everybody. There's no way that I'm gonna survive to 200 days. So this is what it's come down to. Sitting idly in the shelter with very few supplies and a growing sense of impending doom. If only there was something we could do about it. Like breaking into our neighbor's shelter. Of course I'm gonna do that. I have a gun, I have an axe, I have a dog, I have a daughter that is willing to do anything for the supplies. Please? We got 4 cans of soup. Yes, we got 4 cans of soup! We played a game of list the things you hate the most, and our neighbor's name came up for some reason. That reminded us that the little weasel had a safe in his living room. It ain't safe when he has the safe in his living room, because I am cracking that shit open, and we are taking whatever's in there. I don't give a damn. What did we get? We got a suitcase. Okay, I'll take that. Day 82. We've been hearing a lot of noises coming from our neighborhood today. Our guess is that there was a zoo escape and the animals are stampeding up there. It might be a good chance to hunt some fresh food. Who should go outside? I already had the mouse hovering over Mary Jane. Whether she gets trampled or whether she comes back with food, either way it's gonna be alright, but she came back with food. She turned those animals into canned soup. That is impressive. And now I'm reaching another dilemma, everybody. It's day 85. And we don't have that much water left. 2 1/4 is enough for maybe like 10, 15 days. I think I might have to let Mary Jane go. I think I might have to let her go. Unless, nope, yeah, I have to let her go. I'm so sorry, Mary Jane. You did what you could, and you were clutch at times, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry it had to be you! Trust me, everybody, I did not want that to happen. I was still clinging to some hope that Mutant Mary Jane was gonna make an appearance, but it was getting later and later into this challenge, and we're running out of water. I need all the water I can get. Some nasty, mutated, raccoon-like animal shows up around the shelter almost every night. We tried to sneak up on it, but it jumps away and hides as soon as we open the door. Thankfully, we took the scout book with us. There are instructions inside on how to make a basic trap using a box and some string. We don't have an empty box laying around, but we do have a suitcase, which should work just as well. I've been giving Pancake a bunch of soups, so if we can turn this animal into some soup and some food for Pancake, then it's a W for me. And we got a can of soup. So that's all I care about. Pancake is agitated. Letting him out for a run seems like a good idea. Please come back with water. Came back with ammo. All right. Day 92. Open in the name of freedom. Came a shout from outside our door. We weren't sure who claimed to be representing freedom, but we could hear it was a group of people probably armed. Anyone who introduces themselves like that is probably planning to kill someone in the name of freedom. Should we open? Yes. because nothing bad ever came from that scenario. It's always those nasty fuckers that are in the green pajamas that rob you. But these people gave us 2 waters, and that is so freaking clutch. I think we might be able to do this, honestly. Dolores and Pancake, that sounds like a buddy cop movie. I think that we are gonna make it to day 200. I really do. So it's day 98, and we got another visit today from a person with a physical mutation. He managed to grow several extra fully operational hands. If we give them a soup or a water, they're gonna promise to get rid of bandits the next time that they bother us. So we have a bunch more soup than we do water. So let's just hand them a can of tomato soup. It's a fair trade, to be honest. Like, even if you don't have that much soup or water, the fact that they will help you get rid of bandits no matter what, that is actually so useful, because that means you just get to live another day. And Pancake wants soup as well. But we made it to day 200, everybody. Did I say 200? I mean, we made it to day 100, everybody. And Dolores got sick. Hooray! To celebrate, she got sick. Hooray! Thank you, Dolores. Fuck out of here. But let's give her this, and let's give her a med kit. And we're closed off in a tiny shelter, and our supplies are very limited. If we want to survive, it's time for desperate measures. We know there's a group of elderly people hiding in the ruins. They're on their last legs anyway, everybody. Like, they're gonna see the gates of heaven sooner or later. We might as well make it sooner. But I don't think that we got anything. I think the old people shot at us? The old people had a strap? Okay, my bad. And now the spider scenario happens. 102 days later. Wow, okay. That is so cruel. Dolores is sick again? How did Dolores get sick? It just said Dolores got ill. Dolores is physically making me ill. I literally just gave you a med kit less than a week ago, and you got sick again? It's probably because her hot-ass breath is circulating around the bunker. It's literally making me sick. It has become more and more difficult to breathe in the shelter over the last couple of hours. We suspect there is something wrong with the ventilation. Yes, let's use the Scout Handbook to educate ourselves. And the end. How? No. Dolores! Dolores, wake up! Dolores! Why? Hold on, Dolores bravely faced hunger. However, eating is a habit that is hard to shake off. She couldn't take it anymore. It wasn't even time to feed you. Was it? What do you mean? What? It was day 109, wasn't it? What the fuck? Oh my goodness. Oh, that hurts. Oh, I have this sharp pain in my ass. Bro, that is not right. That was the run. I had so much stuff. I had a lot of food. I had a lot of water. Dolores was fine, but then she got sick back to back. Pancake was doing his thing. Ted was just chilling there. Oh. All right, everybody. All right, everybody. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. If you want me to try doing this again, if you want me to try getting to 200 days, let me know. I'm disappointed in that. I really am. That one felt like the run to get to 200, but it is what it is. Hopefully you all enjoyed anyway, though. If you did, make sure you give this video one big fat like. And tell a friend today that Jay from the Kubz Scouts is that dude.